You keep asking why your career feels stuck, why every opportunity shows up late or slips through your fingers, why God keeps delaying what you're qualified for, prepared for, and praying for. But the hidden truth is that God often delays your career not because you're unworthy, but because the version of you today cannot carry the weight of the future He's building. And if He gave you the promotion, position, or platform too early, it would crush you instead of elevate you. Sometimes God slows you down because He's secretly strengthening the parts of you that success would expose: your character, your discipline, your humility, your unseen motives. Because 1 Samuel 16:7 reminds you that while man looks at outward performance, God looks at the heart, and He refuses to place you in a room your heart isn't ready to survive. And another shocking reason for the delay is that God is protecting you from environments that appear attractive but are spiritually dangerous, places where you would compromise your values just to fit in. Places filled with people who smile publicly but sabotage privately. And before you walk into a job that would drain your faith or poison your purpose, God slows everything so you won't mistake a trap for a blessing. Sometimes His "not yet" is the loudest form of mercy you'll never recognize until later. You also don't realize that God often delays your career because He's rearranging the pieces behind the scenes, moving the right people into position, removing the wrong ones, shifting circumstances you cannot see, aligning timing so perfectly that if any part arrived sooner or later, the blessing would collapse. And Isaiah 55:9 whispers that His ways are higher, meaning your frustration might actually be alignment in disguise. What feels like stagnation is often God preparing a place where your gift will not just be noticed but needed. Another hidden reason is that God is training you to break your dependency on validation, because He knows how easily your identity can attach itself to titles, income, recognition, or applause. And if your worth rises and falls with your job status, He will delay the breakthrough until you learn to anchor yourself in Him alone. Because Matthew 6:33 calls you to seek the kingdom first, not the paycheck, not the promotion, not the praise of people who don't even see the real you. God delays what would become an idol so He can protect the purity of your calling. And then there's the part you don't like to admit. God delays your career because He's making you hungry, stretching your faith, teaching you perseverance, shaping you into someone who doesn't quit when the process becomes slow or painful. Because Romans 5:3-4 tells you that suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And unless you go through this season of holy frustration, you'll never develop the spiritual muscles required for the next level. The delay is building the strength success will demand. But perhaps the most overlooked reason is this: God delays your career because He's preparing a blessing that is bigger than what you're asking for, something that doesn't just elevate your life but transforms it, something that won't just pay bills but expand purpose, influence, and impact, something so aligned with your calling that any earlier version would have limited you instead of launching you. So while you sit there thinking you're falling behind, God is actually pulling you ahead, and the delay you resent might be the very thing saving you from a lifetime of settling. Trust that the God who opened Red Seas and shut lions' mouths knows how to open the right door for you at the right time, in the right way. And when He finally does, you won't have to force it, beg for it, compete for it, or manipulate your way into it. The door will open because it was built for you, and the delay will make sense in a single moment. Until then, stop assuming God is punishing you and start realizing He's positioning you, because nothing delayed by God is ever denied by God. He is rewriting your timeline, refining your character, and reshaping your future. And when the breakthrough comes, it will not be fragile, temporary, or accidental. It will be ordained, undeniable, and unstoppable,